Alright, hey guys, I'm Chaos.
And I'm anonymous because I don't play enough. No, just kidding. Code WoW.
It was my joke last time.
I know. I had to use it again.
Obviously. And this is episode 2. So,
I already lost count.
how did you lose count? But do you want to start us off?
Do I want to start us off?
Yeah.
I guess so. I guess I'll start us off with the most easy topic. The biggest change of all. You won't die at spawn anymore.
Yeah, so we basically put in this thing at spawn where every, I don't know, I forget, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, something like that, it'll regen you a half of a bar of hunger, and then it'll basically, like, it stops once you're half full. Like, it won't fill you all the way up, so you can't cheat. But you won't die at spawn anymore. So you can make it out easier.
There you go, all the newcomers. All complaining.
Alright, so, this is going to basically be about the travel update and sort of what's going to be going on with that.
I don't know any of this. Again. So, I apologize for my rambling or not speaking.
So basically, what this is there's two parts to this. There's like a warp system that's similar to what we had last time, and then there's sort of a travel forms that's kind of new. And basically what the warp system is basically like each town owner, once your town has gotten big enough and is like a good enough quality, then you can design like a town stone for it, or a warp stone. I don't know what I call these things, so basically what you do is you put, in order to give me this, I'll have like an in-depth video explaining all this later, but basically you have to give me, like, you have to come up with a town name, obviously, and then you have to come up with like a one-sentence description of your town, which can be kind of difficult, and it's got to be really short because I can't like have a paragraph of stuff on a single item.
Yeah, makes sense.
And then once you do that, you can type /warp hub, and that'll bring you to this hub area, and you can basically toss this warp stone in there, and it will teleport you to that town. And in order to obtain a warp stone, you have to visit the town first. There'd be like an NPC that sells it.
And it's free, right? No, basically,
Kind of.
it's sort of. I mean, dirt, is it usually, or is it,
It's whatever the player wants.
whatever, yeah.
So the player can design it however they want. It's, they take, so if you wanted to make it a diamond, you would basically take a diamond, and you would design your stuff on it, and basically there would be an NPC that would sell it, and you would trade one diamond for one custom diamond, which would be the thing that you can use to warp with. And then you're all good to go.
The travel update, basically, what we're doing is we're taking warping to a new level and making it more realistic, I guess. If you played World of Warcraft, it's kind of like the flight path. If you haven't, then it's basically you're connected to certain points on the map that you can go to by a different means of travel. So a boat, hot air balloon, whatever, all that stuff. And basically, where was I going with this? I don't know. Basically, they'll be set up in certain places. I don't know. What was the what were we choosing with that? It was all towns, right?
Towns, yeah. I mean, unless there's, you can link it to like whatever you want. You don't have to have, like, this update isn't just for towns and stuff. It's for like anything in general. If you want to build like a giant awesome PvP arena, now that's not necessarily like a town or anything, but you could still have something there where you can travel to it. Like if you built, basically what this is there's different means of transportation. Like if you build like a ship in your town, and in order to sort of use that ship as transportation, so you would have to link your town with some other area on the map. Now, whether you build both towns or places of interest, or if you want to link it with someone else's town, you can, as long as both towns have the same form of travel. So if I build a boat in my town, Code has to build a very a similar size boat in his town. It doesn't have to be like the exact same boat. It just has to be a similar size. Like you can't link a canoe with a war galleon or something. You basically, so both players have a ship in their town or means of transportation, airship, hot air balloon, whatever, and you both have these boats. And now the water on the map has to hook up as well for boats. Airships and stuff, it's fair game. You can do that wherever. But the water must hook up, and if it's like a river, it has to be big enough for a boat of whatever size to go through. Now you could always build like a canoe or something and go through there. I have a couple of those built at spawn. Those really small ones. And basically, you hop on one boat, and you push the sail to town name, and it will basically just warp you to the boat it's linked to from the other town. So if I go to my port, click on the sail button, it'll take me to Dylan's town. And
my non-existent town.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean that's basically that. It's not limited to that as well. Another form of travel that I haven't really mentioned before is I want to see like horse paths.
Mm-hmm.
Something I noticed when the horses first came out in Minecraft was, there could be like a mountain in the way or a forest, and if you try to ride a horse through there or even a jungle, it doesn't work. You can't.
Yeah.
It's really, really hard. So, don't, like, trash the terrain or anything, but if your town is literally, like, if you look at Din map and your town is kind of close to, the town, so, like, where Fruitville is from, Spawn,
mm-hmm.
if you built, like, again, like, both players would have to agree, both town owners would have to agree to link up, then you could work on building a path in between there, and it would basically be, for a horse path, it would just be like wide enough for a horse to go through and make sure there's no trees to suffocate or anything, but that one's self-explanatory. And then something else I would love to see along with this, but again, it's like all up to players how they want to do this. If you had, because horses you can't teleport with them, it makes it kind of difficult to
mm-hmm.
use them. So again, with like the horse paths, if you had one town and you just kind of traveled via path to another town, if you're a town owner, you could have like a stables set up to keep your horse in,
mm-hmm.
and then you could just basically like use the lead and tie it to a fence post or something and kind of keep it there. And that's the travel update.
I had a question, but I can't remember it right now.
Way to go.
I know I have this question, though. For, like, the ships and stuff, or anything, really, you can have it linked to multiple, right? Or
you
no?
have to have, yeah, that's a good question. So, one ship can't link to 3 ships. You have to have one ship linked to one ship.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you want to link your town to multiple towns, you have to build multiple ships. And are we going to make the warp system cost money? Because that, like typing /warp hub, is that going to cost money?
We can.
Like $10 or something. Something
We can do that.
small. Like maybe 10,000.
Everybody's going to get mad at me, but we'll do it.
Oh, great. tell Code to play more, and then he comes back and he makes us pay every some more.
He increases the price on everything. Yeah.
Alright, so that's the travel update. We have a lot of other updates planned. We have a whole list, and we're gonna go ahead and read them off. And this will be for the next poll. What do you want us to work on next?
Alright.
Do you want to start reading them off?
Sure. The first one, basically, most of the regular players know about our idea for this, considered secret stuff. Basically, spawn and probably throughout the world, or...
Yeah, there will be, I think we have that as well on somewhere else. But
okay.
Yeah, this is just basically for spawn.
Yeah, we're planning some hidden NPC shops with goodies. Now, we already have a poll up on the forums right now. Who knows if that's going to be there when you guys are watching this. But there's a bunch of things that Chaos and I will have to go through because everybody wants more of everything, apparently. Except for easier difficulty.
Oh, yeah.
So
Heroic mode all the way.
we'll have to go through vanity items, all that stuff. Legendary mode?
we why didn't we think of that? Yes!
You guys get touched.
So yeah, basically there'd be hidden... Spawn will have like all these like secret areas. There'll be NPCs like above ground as well. So that's another thing we have on the list. NPCs at spawn. There will be ways to get unobtainable items. So things like, you know, we have chiseled stone brick and stuff there already, but we basically add a whole bunch more for NPCs at spawn. There'd be like NPCs everywhere, and they'd be things from custom items, you know, like a sword with like a custom name or something, and then there would be things like basically unobtainable items, so like sponges and stuff like that. And then there would also be sort of something for lazy people. This is basically what it is you have an NPC will trade. I have one at spawn already where if you trade it 2 cobblestone, it will trade you 1 stone. So if you have like chests of cobblestone, you can just basically dump it into that. Now it's not resource, it'd be a lot better to smelt it because you'd have double, but if you're lazy you can just get materials that way.
This next one I don't know about at all. The end portal at spawn.
Oh yeah. It's basically going to be, everyone wanted a custom, everyone wanted an end portal, community end portal to go to. So we said, alright, you know, you'll have your end portal, but it'll be a challenge to get there. Basically what's going to happen is there will be a, what's it called? Like a, there's a stronghold at spawn. We all know this.
Yeah. Well,
and
except for the new people, but
I don't know, everyone that finds their first stronghold is always like, it's at spawn, can you, like, unprotect it?
Yeah.
Basically, you'll go there, and there'll be an entrance, and we'll make it really, really fancy and stuff, and you have to go through there, and it's going to be a challenge to get to the end portal. So you'll have to basically find your way through the place in order to get to the end portal. And once you make it to the end portal, there'll be either an NPC or a command block or something that you can, if it's an NPC, it'll basically act kind of like the warp system. And if it's a command block, you'll just basically push a button, and then it'll remember that you found the end portal, and then you can just teleport back there anytime. But it's basically like you have to work to get it, and it's gonna be hard. It's not for noobs.
Not calling anybody out, but
Go wow! I think I called someone out on there.
Yeah. I don't think we want to make enemies.
You know who hates me.
So that's it for that one?
Yeah.
Sounds like an interesting idea. A lot of people do that.
Oh, yeah.
PvP arenas. Unique. Hopefully they're unique. We're not just copying anybody else.
Oh, we're going now.
Ooh, and a Wizards enabled arena for all you people who complain to me more and more about it being disabled in the overworld.
Yeah, the reason for that is because, like, I don't know, the guy who made it is really, like, a terrible programmer.
Yeah, he doesn't do much, apparently.
You can grief with it, so that's why we kind of disabled it in the overworld. Like, even in, like, spawn and that's, like, areas that are protected. If you shoot off, like, a fireball, like, paintings will fall apart.
Yeah.
And all that stuff, so we just kind of disabled it. But we'll re-enable it in, like, certain areas and stuff, but for now it's gone.
So yeah, there's your explanation for that.
And then another thing is everybody knows SG, survival games. And we'll probably make some better arenas than were in World 1. I think you just kind of selected an area.
Yeah, it was kind of an area.
That was huge.
It was a big area.
We'll probably make like a smaller area for... We'll have something similar to Arena 1, which is basically the original survival games.
Yeah.
And it'll be a lot more built.
Copy pasted.
Copying, pasting, like just random builds.
Yeah.
This looks nice, pasted over there. And we're bringing back Arenas 4 and 5 just because those were awesome.
That was just an idea I had one day. Alright. And we'll try and bring some different kind of arenas too.
If you want to, like, give us an arena idea, send it in.
So like a parkour race kind of thing. I don't know how we do that, but...
Well, we already have a parkour arena.
Well, I know, but more of a get to this one spot and you can destroy everybody because you have a bow. It's like maybe a pathway or something like that. An actual parkour course.
I guess.
We'll figure it out. I don't know. It's an idea. Underspawn.
Oh yeah.
We haven't really said anything about
There's been
this.
a couple people asking about that.
Yeah. I guess it's gonna be a PvP arena because I like I said before, I don't know these things. Actually, I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
A while back.
It's not gonna basically, it'll be similar to the first one, except it's, you probably won't be able to break and place blocks in there. It'll probably be, it'll be hidden under spawn, obviously. Why else would it be called under spawn? And, it'll be very different from all the other arenas. That's why we have it on a separate kind of list here. It'll be unique. And then our last one, which would be overworld areas, which you kind of mentioned it earlier.
Did I? Oh yeah. Okay.
So there will be secret areas kind of hidden around the map, and basically what's going to happen is we'll build an area, and we're not going to tell anyone about it. And basically there will be sort of a unique treasure or something that you can find there. And basically it'll be it'll make it useful to walk and search for stuff.
There are a studios being built right now.
Yeah, I mean, the zombie got in and attacked our builder dudes, so we had to hire this new guy, and he just kind of hurt himself. Alright, is that... I think that's everything that we have to cover.
Yeah, looks like it.
SyroCraft birthday coming up.
I was gonna mention that. It's April 10th, not 12th.
Yeah,
Like he thought.
I thought it was 12. Where did I get 12 from? I don't know.
I think that is pretty much everything. I don't have anything to say.
Did it take us like a half hour to do this?
I think so.
We beat our record from last time. Alright. Hopefully the camera didn't explode this time. That was still good.
Oh, good.